Hello, and welcome back to Lora's Plans. So this video is going to be a little different because I just want to talk to you guys. So the month of October has been quite an amazing learning experience for me when it comes to really applying my thoughts and feelings and intentions in how I use my bullet journal, my bullet journal, and all of the other tools that I've kind of accumulated over the years to organize my life and try to build an intentional life. And this last month has been amazing in that over and over again, I found myself having sort of aha moments. And one of the reasons why is because a dear friend who is a subscriber, and I call her a dear friend, even though we've never met in life or actually even talked, introduced me to a community called the Bullet Journal community that writer Carol has. And it really made me think about why I bullet journal and what I intend to get from my bullet journal practice. And it also made me realize that what I was sharing with you on this channel, I tried to be as authentic as I could be on this channel, but ultimately, I think there is an element of performance, and your bullet journal becomes something that you evaluate not for the intrinsic value, but when you're sharing it with the public, you start to see it from an eye that is judgmental or evaluative on an extrinsic level. And that's hard. It's something that I struggled with last time I started a YouTube channel. And it's obviously still something that I struggle with starting this YouTube channel again. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to drop off the face of the planet and disappear. It just means the type of content that you're going to see isn't going to be as, it isn't going to be what it was, because I've realized that a lot of the things that I was doing in my bullet journal really weren't being done for me or what I needed. They were being done because it was something I was sharing, and I needed to make sure that my journal looked a certain way and performed a certain way. So moving forward, I'm going to be more authentic in that I am not going to worry about doing setup videos and, art videos and all of that stuff. I'm going to share with you my monthly setup at the beginning of each month. I'm going to share with you my review process, maybe on a weekly review, or it could be at a month-end review. And I'm going to try to provide you the most authentic version of what my bullet journal does for me and the other tools that I use in conjunction with my bullet journal. Because I'll be honest, I have 4 main tools that I touch multiple times a week. 2 of them I touch every single day, and the other 2 I touch multiple times a week. And so those 4 elements are going to come together. We're going to talk about them. I'm going to share with you what I can and what I'm comfortable sharing with you, and the other parts I just need to leave private. So yes, my channel's changing a little bit. Another aspect that I wanted to talk to you about is this month has been an amazing month of discovery, not only for my bullet journal, but it's the beginning of a new path that I'm taking professionally, which also means I don't have the type of time that I used to have in order to complete this process that is YouTube, because these are not quick. Videos, even though I don't do a lot of media elements for these videos, they're still not fast. And so I do need to step back a little bit and give you the promise that at least once a month, I will publish a video. I'm hoping that I can do it twice a month, but I can't guarantee anything. And right now, as I'm moving into this new position, I really need to focus my energy and my time and my resources on getting comfortable in my new role and getting comfortable in the things that I will be responsible for in my career. And so with all of that said, I don't want to scare you. I still plan to come here and share, but I wanted to be honest with you. This is not an easy process. This is not an easy environment to be in. And it's really funny because I started this bullet journal at the beginning of October, and I'm already on page 185. And it's because I had to unpack so much stuff just from my practice of what this book provides me, but also with everything else that's going on in my life, both personally and professionally. And so the first video that I'm going to share with you, and hopefully it'll be next week sometime. I'd like to say it would be this week, but this is about all I have time to do. Is going to be my November setup of a new bullet journal. And yes, I had to set up a new bullet journal because there's only 202 usable pages in this book, and I'm on page 185, and I still have 4 days left of this month, and 2 of them are work days. So I'm not going to be able to fit November in here. That's okay. I gladly will archive this onto my shelf because what happened in this journal honestly was cathartic, and it was a revelation. So I'll set that aside. I am moving into the Archer and Olive for November and December. And I think that it will work just fine. I am really paring down I think I call it schmutz or glitz or glam or fluff that I've been adding into my bullet journal. Although I like having an aesthetic bullet journal, I do. I also realize that when it comes to what I'm putting in there, the content matters more than how well the page is decorated. And although I am envious of people who can create these elaborate bullet journals with all of the creative pursuits that they put into it, all of the themes and the beautiful artwork, at this point in my life, with my career and with my personal life, I need to refocus my time and energy someplace else. And you can probably hear all of the little dings happening. Those are email alerts and private messages that are constantly going off. That's work. So I have to kind of cut this short. I do want you guys to know that I'm going to strive to provide you with a flip through and look at what I'm doing in November. And I will try to bring you along as I set up December. But for right now, I'm really happy that I have this new path that I'm going down professionally. I also am really at peace with the stripping back or stripping down or resolution, I guess you could say, of providing you a more authentic look at what the bullet journal really does for me and how it helps me live my life intentionally. So if that interests you, I hope you'll stick around over the next few months while I get my feet on the ground professionally in my new role, which it's a good thing. And I hope you enjoy the content. So leave a comment down below if you think I'm nuts for admitting all of this to you. Or what do you think about when you make the realization that you're not using your journal or you're not setting up your journal for you, you're setting it up with a misguided idea of what it's supposed to look like. Have any of you ever been in that position? If you have, I'd love to hear from you. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will see you later on in the month. And I hope you have a wonderful November to come. I'll see you next time.